thinking, man, I should have thrown my saw away a long time ago. I don't know. And he just runs good. Very nice saw. First time I'm putting wood in tiny. Let me get my blade downhill. I had to kind of clean me a road out to get down here. Break in here real quick. What's going on is we had a job. We was logging on Mark's farm here, and it was back towards his house where we had a few other landowners involved too, I think. And we end up logging this and left a little piece of wood. Things was going nuts. And me and Moon messed up and missed a few trees that I cut down on the edge of this guy's yard. What we did is I decided to come back in to go home and get the mini den and Sergeant Pants and bring him out and it's back in the woods, so I'm gonna try to get Pants back in the woods to the stump, buck up these logs with Annie, and then load it with the mini den into Sergeant Pants and take him out to Skid Row and bring him right up across his on the edge of his yard, and then haul him a short distance down the road to the mill and dump him out at the mill. So we'll get started on it. Getting in his yard. I don't want to get in his yard. This is a really nice place and a really good landowner, and I don't want to mess up with him. I can't see crap in that truck. Good job. They're laying good. That was a good sign, that log was. Now it's a bit for me to get used to. But, you know, you don't have a rotating grapple, so you have to kind of use your noggin and use a bucket and a thumb to spin things around, and to where you can get, you know, your butts one forward, one backward, that sort of thing, you know, where you can get everything organized right without a rotating grapple. And it's not as quick as a knuckle boom by any means, but I will say this, this scenario turned out to be way quicker than I expected. And you can get a 16-foot oak log picked up with this thing, but if you're going to do, you got to think pretty, you know, if you got a nice 16-foot oak log that's large in diameter, you're going to have to get your blade lined up forward to where you're kind of using your blade to hold you up as you lift it up and set it up in there. It's a 308D cat, so that'd tell you about how size the rig is. And but I mean, these two machines, Pants and this mini den, they really are sized good for each other. If anything, Pants might be a hair large, like a 312 would probably be perfectly sized for the truck. But the 308 isn't a bit bad, you know. But you can't quite see over it if you get yourself downhill from the truck, you know. But if you put the truck, when you're loading dirt and stuff, you get the truck angled just a little bit, you can see in it just fine, you know, at a diagonal. So, long story short, this is going to work good as long as I don't have any breakdowns. I forgot the most crucial part, my time crunch. Okay, the reason that it matters that I don't have a breakdown is because I have got today, the crew is starting on the cypress job, on the large cypress job, and they gave me, after this little mistake, they gave me today to get this sorted out and get my butt to the Cypress job with the rest of the crew. So I have today, and today alone. And I can't think of what, I've slept since this video was made, but I can't think, there were some other constraints too. The stakes was pretty high when I was here doing this, and I can't think of what all the stakes was high about other than getting to the Cypress job. Oh, to get this equipment put back at the mill, because I need the low boy to head 100 miles from here in the morning with other machinery on it, heading to the Cypress job. I think I got to load up Brutus in the morning and take it down to Cypress, because they'll be waiting on me there. The crew will, without holding everybody up. So the Brutus right now is parked at the sawmill and waiting on me to get this here done and get this equipment hauled back to the farm and get back in the morning, get Brutus loaded up, and get out of here.
Well, the first load's gonna be a dud. I have to figure out how to get that jacked up and get that tire changed.
All right, I didn't cover this any, but I ran back to the mill and it took forever to get out of the woods. First of all, the truck's leaning on the downhill side. I'm running out the side hillside there, skid road, and blow the bottom steer tire. So I can't steer the truck worth a hoot. Jimmy jack back and forth, try to get the daggone front end pulled back up the hill, and the truck's feeling tipsy as I'll get out a few of them leaning spots. But I get it up there, get it up in his lane, get a bottle jack, run back to the mill paddy, get a tire, throw on it. Now I'm converting these old military man killer wheels, and anybody wants some, holler at me, because I'm going to have a bunch of wheels and a bunch of bad tires. But I'm converting these man killer military wheels over to normal 22.5 rubber. The profile's about the same, and they'll be 11R, and I had some old open shoulder tires to put on it, and I'll probably run caps all the way around the drives, but I might get two nice virgins eventually and put on the steer tires. So I got some virgin on the steer tires and caps on the back. I don't want to take a chance on something going wrong. It's a piece of history. I don't want to tear the daggone truck up, excuse me. Take a chance on tearing the truck up or something, blowing out a steer tire or something like that. But I ain't gonna do a lot of highway miles with it anyways. It's just mostly an off-road truck. was dry and there wasn't a lot of slip sliding around, but it don't look like it, but it's leaning pretty good to the driver's side here. I'm running out this hillside here, back in the road, in the woods on a skid road. Now, if it was wet, I'd say this might not go as good. You know, you had a little slippage and stuff like that, and front end sliding and things like that. It would add to this situation, add some chaos to this situation. But with the scenario we was in, is working great. It was about September when we done this, and it was working out great. See how I'm sliding my front tires there a little bit? I get on a hard turn trying to pull the nose up the hill. I get a little trouble getting the thing turned. But see, it's trying to slide the front end pretty good. But the idea here is we're just right by the mill, so I can, you know, a pretty good way to save this little mistake me and Moon made, and we can get them up out of here and run a short stint down the road and head to the mill. Now I'm gonna shut up for a little while for this video, and cause I'm a nerd and I like listening to military truck, and let y'all hear it yourselves and see what y'all think. Let me know what you think of it. camera.
Oh. Hi.
Alright. You want to tell everybody, so your hat's sad because what?
Because everybody hates Ford. And I'm like the only person who likes Ford.
I never said that's wrong with Ford.
Well, this guy back here, he's had Ford.
Those of you out there that's ever owned a 6.0 Ford knows what I'm talking about. I'd been there. But I had Ford Mustangs, we had the 07 3s, we had, what do you like, Mac Doggy Dogs? Like, yo, 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 my name's Jackerson, I'm here to say, I got a Ford hat and I like to play. Wiggy, 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 wiggy. Oh.
Well, when I learned how to drive that Ford tractor down at the hay barn.
You're pretty mad at me for not getting to drive a tractor, ain't you?
Uh-huh.
So you want to learn to drive Granny's tractor.
And crash it.
What? What? You're not gonna crash it! No!
That's our job around.
No!
That's our job.
No! Okay.
That's our job around here, to make Granny and Grandma really miserable.
To make Grandma, I thought it was make you miserable.
And you always make me miserable.
Yeah. As long as you're miserable, it's all that matters.
Like eating that crappy cow meat.
Yeah, Daddy had some crappy cow meat for supper tonight. Huh?
From an old cow that we had.
From an old dead cow.
Huh?
Almost make you want to go vegan, don't it? Huh?
Well, I mean like apples and carrots.
Yep.
I don't like
you turn into Bugs Bunny, see some ears grow out of there. See them check on that Ford hat and see if there's any ears growing. Well, you'll get some ears. You start eating them carrots. Get them big old vegan ears growing, huh? Yep. So anyways, I got 3 loads of logs and a load of pulp out of what we had left over. It went good. I don't have any more footage. I mean, I was cranking. You remember that night? Was that the night? Did you come with me that night to load pants in the den? The mini den up at Ransom's old house? That was you, wasn't it? No, you was getting a bulldozer. You went with me to get the bulldozer. Well, yeah, we got the mini den and pants and the bulldozer, didn't we?
Well, no, pants and the mini den weren't there. We just came there.
That was the next day, wasn't it?
Yep, and Calvin came with you.
Calvin came with me that night. So we got that, moved it back, got ready, got Bruce loaded up the next morning and headed to the Cypress Patch. So when y'all come back, we'll be down to Cypress Patch and maybe Daddy and Jackson. That's when I'll show you me and Jackson went and hauled a load of logs out of there. Cypress Patch was 105 miles from the mill. Long drive, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And what else did you think about it? Was it dusty?
Yep, pretty dusty, and I want to
We'll talk to them. They're up here.
I want to truck a skidder through all that and watch all the dust, or drive the semi through there, but I guess I wouldn't be able to see. I mean, I looked behind us and I could barely see the log. That was a few feet away from the.
Well, you couldn't even see the headache rack from the truck, could you? It's so dusty.
Yeah, I could barely see that headache rack.
But anyways, tell them all goodbye and tell them thanks for watching. Strive like and all that mess and yada yada and whatnot, and buy all your weight stuff so you can eat something besides old rotten cow meat.
Yeah, so be safe, be careful, and don't eat rotten cow meat.
Well, if they buy Logger Way gear at loggerway.com, and I'm starting to update my blog some, so check that out now.
And don't get cooking advice from this guy right behind me.
You don't think I'm a good cook?
You cook rotten cows.
Well, yeah. Well, you ate it, didn't you? Huh?
Yeah, but it's.
But if they go to loggerway.com and buy stuff off loggerway.com, then we could afford to buy you something besides old rotten cow meat, couldn't we?
Yeah, maybe
So you went like Sally Struthers and them kids down there that started in Ethiopia and, look pathetic. All right, ready? Look in the camera. Try to look real pathetic. Just look normal. Just be normal. Yeah, that's real pathetic looking. All right. All right. See you guys. Thanks for watching. Adios. breaker broker. Come on in there, leave me a little comment, a little bit of thumbs up there. Kaboot.